Hey guys, what is going on? Warmoose Eternal here, and in today's video, I decided to take the two Bound in Sorrow missions that involve caiatl, and we're going to combine them into one video because this is honestly a really interesting tale that surrounds caiatl with all this, so I wanted to let you guys see the full experience of how this unfolds the best that I could get because I lost some of the footage. But anyway guys, I'm going to shut up and I'll give my thoughts on this here in a minute. So, here you guys go.
The Leviathan's corruption spreads like a plague. Even as we succeed, Callus's influence strengthens. I had thought his presence at the moon was fascination. He has always been an explorer of the unknown, a researcher of malign intent but boundless curiosity. But this feels different. If Callus's experiments in communing with the darkness aboard the Glycon was a theory, what we see here and aboard the Leviathan is that theory put into practice. Caiatl has observed Crow and Zavala's successes from afar. She wishes to help us sever Callus's connection to the pyramid by confronting the nightmare of Dominus Ghaul. He haunts her relentlessly, as Aldrin haunted Crow, as Sophia haunted Zavala. But caiatl was not bound with us. There is no certainty a ritual would succeed. I have advised her to remain aboard her flagship for now. In the meantime, we continue our preparations while I look for another solution. I will contact you soon.
Let us begin.
Like a bloodied idol. I thought you were magnificent.
What did you learn watching me rise?
Tenacity, ruthlessness, guile. The same crude tools the Hive brought to our home.
Tools you cast away when desperation drove you to beg. You grovel to our enemies for protection, like Callus's gorged aristocrats when the coup crashed on their doors.
Your way proved inadequate to save our people. How can you not see that?
I see our home burning under your banner. Weakness runs in your blood. I will show you myself. Callus! Ghaul broke the Traveler's will! You have squandered my victories with your ineptitude. You're not the caiatl I trained. She was feared as a star pilot, dreaded with a cleaver, a warrior. Where is she?
She died, smoldering in the ashes of Tarbottle. Your lessons with her.
Then that is where she will stay.
Caiatl, without the binding ritual, it is as I feared. We must abandon this.
I don't need a Hive-tainted witch to explain my failure.
Then I won't.
Callus knew exactly what he was doing, goading his daughter into striking out on her own, manipulating her. But there is a silver lining to this cloud. The information you retrieved on the moon has proven to be the final piece of Callus's puzzle. It is no mere curiosity that drew him to the lunar pyramid. He is a consciousness that spreads out like a vascular system, and he is attempting to become one with the pyramid so that he may control it, so that he may wield its power. Worse, it appears as though Callus is not doing so of his own volition. He is doing it at the behest of another, our true enemy, the voice in the darkness, the witness. You must return to the Leviathan, Guardian. Continue your work there while I prepare a ritual to add the Empress to our bond.
Morn, would your ritual have prevented my failure?
Now you seek the counsel of a hive-tainted witch.
Do you revel in your foresight? Do you delight in witnessing my shame?
I offered you my support. That offer remains. Know that this failure does not define you, caiatl.
You will address me as Empress.
You are not a crown. You do this for yourself, not for the Cabal.
I am the Cabal.
No, you are a woman with a burden, as I was.
There can be no such distinction. Torobatl lies in ashes. From my ranks rise traitors and spies. My incompetence threatens the future of my people. There is no quarter for failure.
You speak Ghaul's words. They erode the truth. What is your nightmare? An expectation you must shed like dead skin. What will remain when you do so?
I do not know.
Then you must look past your shame and say, I am more.
Very well. Prepare your ritual.
It awaits.
You were never able to best me, caiatl. That's why I left you to hold my throne.
I was fighting with weapons you gave me. Now, I wield my own.
You are nothing more than a child playing, Empress. You lack my drive and your father's vision.
The old ways are dead, Dominus. I forged a new Cabal in my image. It does not require your approval.
I see you, caiatl. I see your new Cabal pulled from the jaws of extinction. You have surpassed me. I attempted to subdue the light and burn for it. But you wield it on your war council. What conquest is more deserving?
You still don't understand. It wasn't conquest. It was compromise. An act your traditions never would have allowed.
You have finally grown beyond the prescriptions of your idols. Despite my legend, ghaul is flesh. His words are only words, like yours.
There is a difference. Mine are better. Was that it, then? If dead men and sanctimony are all Callus has to threaten me, he might as well turn the Leviathan around and run. It is strange. What we are to those around us, and what we are not. The Dominus was a hero to my people, Self-made and defiant. He inspired many. But the Leviathan's trickeries allowed me to see Ghaul as the Vanguard did. Dangerous, relentless, cruel. Those were qualities I embodied to survive Callus's interpretation of fatherhood. They kindled in me a stifling reliance on self, on action, and nothing else. Most of all, Cabal wished to be seen. Our conquests recognized and ratified by the shockwaves they send through the Empire. The impact we leave. But an endless war in pursuit of glory leaves only ashes. When I am gone, it won't be the impact of my conquests that shape the Empire. Instead, it will be the quiet of peace in the company of allies. Well fought, Guardian.
Victory sits before us, and yet it feels strangely hollow. We have severed what should be the final connection to the pyramid, and yet there is no reaction from the Leviathan, no reaction from Callus, and the lunar pyramid's psychic emanations are quiet. I cannot help but feel as though we have not weathered the storm, but merely stepped into its eye. The nightmares contained within the crown of sorrow are seething. Something is coming, Guardian, and we are not prepared. I would ask that you return to the Leviathan, continue to imprison the nightmares aboard it, while I attempt to ascertain what has changed.
Eris told me what happened. How are you?
Tired and old.
But do you feel like a legend, Caiatl?
I will break you in half, small man.
I can't imagine it was easy. That confrontation after all this time. Mine wasn't.
You are not mistaken. I know what Ghaul is to your people. A symbol of death. Ruthless ambition. But he was so much more than that to me. He was an idol. An inspiration to all Cabal. Even though he was born to a low station, he rose. How he rose. I was blinded by the light of his accomplishments. Unable to see the man inside. Unable to see his self-aggrandizing corruption. I refused to believe he was as much like my father as he was. It repulses me how much I still feel for them both. In spite of everything they became.
It's hard to challenge your idols. Even harder to make the decision that you will be different. But then you look back on your life, your own mistakes, and you wonder how you'll be judged when all is said and done. I'll never know Ghaul as you did, but I know you, Caiatl. I see you.
That is all anyone can ask for. To be seen as they are.
Alright guys, as you saw, Caiatl was struggling with the fact that, no matter what, that she could never live up to the expectations of Ghaul. Even though Caiatl was Callus's daughter, and basically that Callus was hardly in her life at all. And which that I can understand with a lot, because my biological father was... I really don't want to go into it, but when she finally confronted that nightmare of Ghaul and drove her blade through him and basically proved that she was superior, that she still retained all of his teachings, you could just hear and feel the emotion just in her voice of basically what she's had to hold in and repress for quite a while. Because honestly, when people set those kind of expectations for you that you feel like you'll never be able to reach, it's really, really hard. And I'm just going to put this out there though, guys. With as dark as what this season has been, if you are having any sort of trouble dealing with this and talks about this kind of stuff, don't be afraid to hit me up in the comments, or if you see me on Twitch, don't be afraid to hit me up, especially if I'm streaming. Don't be afraid to talk, okay? Because that's what we're all here for. We can all confront our own nightmares and prove that we are better than them. No matter what our nightmares are, we can always overcome them. That's what this season is showing to me, and honestly, I cannot wait for the rest of the season, because there's something coming at the end. Anyway, guys, y'all take care. Stay safe out there. God bless you guys, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.
Like and click those 2 links. And subscribe.